Hey Tubies, I am continuing my lesson on the elements by speaking about the element of air. Personally, that is my element. I am a Libra, and Libra is an element of air, um, along with, if I can find it, along with Gemini and Aquarius. Ironic, I always thought Aquarius would be a water element, but it's not. The direction for air is the east, where we begin. We begin in the east and end the north. Yeah, work all the way back around when you go. Associations are usually thought, communications, travel, intellect, abstract thinking, teaching, divination, most definitely divination, freedom, joy, laughter, and beginnings. The qualities are, hot, moist, light, and active. Um, it's a very masculine and projective element, so it is an element of the god, balance in that. Um, Colors usually yellow, sky blue, and the general pastels. And the pastels is usually because the season is the spring. And you think of spring, you think of the pastel colors. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. Elemental being is the sylphs. I can't tell you much about them. I really don't know what they are. Um, Best way of saying is the fairies. That's the closest they are. Any animal of birds or flying insects are always also a element of air. Stones, mica, and pumice. I don't know how I can say it. But griffins, gremlins, and Pegasus are mythological beings. The tarot suit is the swords. Um, the sword, although is a fire element, is, as the athame is also a very air quality. It's has the same reputation as the wand. The tarot trumps is the fool. The planet is Neptune. The hour is the dawn. The day is Wednesday. And I already said the season is spring. The life cycle is infancy and childhood. I am in my prime, ladies and gentlemen. uh, the chakras are the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye. The types of magic is usually study, visualization, divination, finding lost objects, astral travel, uh, telepathy, travel, and communication. The characteristics behind these are the positive would be joyful, humorous, communicative, intelligent, intuitive, and diligent. The negative would be kind of gossipy, boastful, spendthrift, untruthful, selfish, fickle, and inattentive. I have a little bit of those qualities, I must say. But in the balance, an overbalance would be a little bit of a chatterbox, shallow, if you will, or over intellectualization. It looks really long written on paper. It really does, over intellectualization. Anyway, under balance, muddy thinking, kind of slow, inability to communicate, just doesn't want to talk, just kind of, I'm here, just leave me alone. I'm in my bubble, don't penetrate it. And that's the general characteristics of air. There are a lot of different tools for air. I don't have very many. Like I said, air and water I don't have very much of. And, but, one that most people don't normally use is the scourge. It looks like the Nine's Tails are the one thing, you've heard of that they beat Jesus with, basically. The cat's nine tails, that's the scourge. That's usually used to get into a state of higher being or state of awareness, the alpha state, that's what I'm trying to say. like you do when you're in meditation. That's what you would usually use it for. Personally, I wouldn't use that. It just, if I'm trying to do magical working, why would I want to beat the shit out of myself? That's just personally me, but whatever. Um, the a good a good tool would be another one that nobody would really know much about of is well, the pen that you use writing. Um, a pen can also be used to cast your energies out into the world, much like the wand is, which is also a uh, air tool, um, and lifts your request to the gods, which is the main purpose of incense. I do have some incense holders. You know, I have the basic incense holder. I think I got this at the Renaissance Festival. I mean, it was like free if you bought like 10 of them. But, you know, however you get your magical items is however you get your magical items. But this one I got at Walmart, and if you've been in Walmart recently, I'm sure you know what this looks like. I just realized it has instructions on the back of it for incense, but, this holder here, around, made out of wood, which is something you want to mainly look for. Everything natural in your tools is what you really want to look for. Staff. Those are my, that's my hobby. I like to make staffs. I can't use these because I didn't ask the tree if I could have it. Trust me, some of the trees fought back too. I mean, I lost a couple of teeth trying to break them off too. But, what I made here, if I can see it or not, I kind of glamored it up a little bit. What's that? I mean, it's kind of long, you know. Standing it up, still kind of long. But that's it, you know. On the end of all of my staff, I have these. I don't know if you can see that or not. I say it's the eye of the goddess. It's my little marking that whatever you do, you're always being watched. And it's also a reminder of the as above, so below quality. You know, as above, so below, you know, the staff. The wand is the staff isn't just an extension of the wand, like the sword is the extension of the athame. And you really wouldn't use it in the house. You'd stick with the wand. But the last item I have, you can also use a feather. If you find a certain eagle feather, for example, that you like, or you have a statue of an eagle, those work very well too. As a symbol of air. But one thing you can also use, and it's just make a little paper fan. You know, cool yourself now. It's very simple, something you can easily do, and origami, oh my goddess, if you want to learn anything about the craft, origami is up there. If you can learn enough origami, you can make your entire altar out of paper, and it is entirely possible. Except for the common elements of the water and the salts and the incense. I mean, you might have a bit of a fire hazard, but that's irrelevant. If you're in the broom closet and you know how to do origami well, it's a very good thing to do. So those are the elements. That's the element of air. Those are the only qualities I really have of those. I don't have much of anything else. Wish I did. I really don't. Thinking. Yeah, that's it. I don't have much of anything. So yeah, I still have water and spirit to go, and then I will be done. I want to go ahead and finish these up today, but since I'm running into my 10-minute mark, I guess I better get off of here. So, blessed be, and don't be afraid to leave any comments.